When my dad saw the bruises on my body, he told me to get dressed because we're going to the police station. I told him no. Looking back now, it's probably one of the craziest decisions I've ever made in my life. I was about a month into my pledging process. My butt cheeks were purple from how badly I had been beaten. I genuinely believed that if I continued on with the process, that I might die. No exaggeration. But when my dad told me we were going to the police station, my heart dropped. I wasn't thinking about my safety. I wasn't thinking about justice. I wasn't thinking about what was right. I was thinking about what everybody would, think about me. I was afraid people on my college campus would call me weak. I was afraid I would make newspaper headlines. I was afraid everybody in my community would find out what was happening. And at that time, I felt relieved because deep down, I knew I couldn't keep going. I felt like I was going to die if I continued, so I protected the people who hurt me. And it took me years to understand why. For a long time, I thought the worst part of my experience was the hazing. But looking back now, it really wasn't. And don't get me wrong, it was bad, but the worst part about it was staying silent about it. The process eventually ended, and they told me, the brothers, they told me that crossing would be one of the happiest days of my life. And when that day came, none of them even showed up. The same people I was willing to suffer for, they weren't even there. The same people I was willing to protect, they weren't there. The same people whose approval I spent years chasing, they weren't there. For years afterward, I tried to earn their validation. I became Superman on campus. Understand what I'm saying? I broke my back trying to help a chapter that was one semester away from getting kicked off campus. I gave all of my time, energy, and loyalty. And no matter how much I gave, I never received the love and brotherhood I thought I was earning. Looking back now, I really just can't believe how much of my self-worth I attached to the approval of people who never truly valued me. And that's the thing about silence. Silence doesn't just protect the people who hurt you. Silence keeps you trapped. After the process ended, I thought about taking my own life for 30 straight days. Every single day I thought of a new way to do it. And for 3 months, I went through a deep depression. I felt alone. I felt ashamed. I felt confused. The first people I opened up to were my childhood friends. Some of them couldn't understand why I would ever go through something like that. And I don't blame them. But it made me feel even more isolated. It made me feel like nobody would ever understand what I had experienced. So, I just stopped talking about it. And for years, I carried it by myself. Now let's fast forward to 2 years ago. I finally decided to share my testimony online. The video exploded faster than I expected. I got messages from strangers. I got messages from friends. I got messages from people who had gone through similar experiences. Some people prayed for me, some thanked me, some shared their own stories. But I also got criticism. People laughed at me. They called me a fool. People judged me. People questioned my decision-making skills. And honestly, my biggest fear came true. The video went viral. Everybody knew. And the funniest thing about all that is that that's literally the point of posting online, so people can see your content. Right? But at the same time, I wasn't ready for that level of attention. I even had one brother who reached out to me to understand my mindset. He never directly told me to stop posting, but it was heavily implied. And because I was still carrying fear, I took a lot of the content down. And looking back now, I realized something. The abuse wasn't controlling me, the fear was. The fear of judgment, the fear of rejection, the fear of what people would think, the fear of using my own voice. Now, over the last 2 years, I've spent a lot of time reflecting. Not just on the process, not just on the healing, but on why I was sharing my story in the first place. And I realized something. This testimony isn't about me. It's about who it can help. So since posting my story, I've connected with people who went through similar fraternity experiences. I've connected with people who have survived abusive relationships, who had abusive childhoods, and I've connected with people who carried shame for years. And the same emotions keep showing up. Shame, guilt, fear, the belief that nobody will understand, the belief that it's somehow their fault, the belief that they should stay silent. And I believe those lies too. And that's exactly why abuse thrives in silence, not because people are weak, not because people don't care, but because people convince other people that using their voice is more dangerous than staying quiet. God showed me that my testimony is bigger than me. It's not about reliving my pain. It's not about revenge. It's not about making people look bad. It's about helping somebody else through theirs. It's about turning pain into purpose. It's about making sure people know they're not alone. If there's one thing I want you to remember from this video, it's this. Don't let anybody silence your voice. You can't change what happened to you, but you sure as hell can help somebody else avoid the pain that you went through. Your voice can save somebody's life, and that's why I'll keep sharing mine.